What's going on, guys? It's your boy CMB back in the building, back with another video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get into this really quickly, guys. We're talking about Deontay Wilder and Mark Breland. And as I like to say when we're talking about Deontay Wilder, the saga continues. This stuff has been going on for like a year now. And it's not dying down. It's very, very polarizing in the boxing community. People are taking sides. Just been heated debates on the stuff with Glovegate and Mark Breland. Now, anyway, guys, Mark Breland came out over the weekend, of course, broke his silence on the allegations that was thrown his way by Deontay Wilder. Now, he had a few things to say. Took a few digs at J. Diaz as well as Deontay Wilder, understandably, and I'll get to why I said understandably in a minute. But he said some stuff about Wilder being finished. He said some stuff about Wilder not being able to beat Tyson Fury. He said Wilder had nothing but power. He said a lot of things, and Wilder quickly responded to him. He did an exclusive interview on 78 Sports TV. He implied that Mark Breland was probably a little bit jealous of him. He said that Mark Breland was probably going to die broke, and he said a lot of things too. And I want to tackle that for a moment, that situation, because Wilder was kind of taken aback why Mark Breland would come out and say such things. So I wanted to tackle that. Now, I can understand, you've been working with a guy, you guys been working together for like 12 years. When you hear a trainer say things like that, your ex-trainer, when you hear that, that's going to sting a little bit, understandably, because, the 12-year relationship. Wilder's a human being just like everybody else, I'm sure, that kind of hurt his feelings a little bit. But here's the thing, guys. Wilder came out and made accusations that Mark Breland spiked his water, and there's no proof that Mark Breland did that. So he was coming out saying stuff like that. He said that Mark Breland was a disloyal trainer. He implied that he spiked his water. Like I said, we couldn't prove it. When you besmirch someone's character, throwing those type of allegations out there, expect retaliation on something like that, because that's just human nature. Most people, when they're attacked, they're going to come out back at you and say some things to hurt you like you're hurting them. So I can understand why Mark Breland would say something like that. He's probably angry at the whole thing. He got fired. These allegations are thrown his way. People are making death threats towards him. It's understandable why Mark Breland would say these things. Now, do I think Wilder's finished as a fighter? Personally, no, I don't. I think he just needs to get back out there and start fighting again. It's been a long time. This stuff's been going on. It's been festering, and it's not going anywhere. People are just arguing with each other back and forth. So, but Mark Breland came out and elaborated some more on the stuff. So I want to read what he had to say about the whole, relationship stuff with Deontay Wilder. So I got it pulled up here. Let me get it right here, guys. Okay, here we go. I'm going to read it to you now, guys. It says, "My time in the coach position with the Bronze Bomber changed drastically in the 12 years since I started with him. Co-trainer J. Diaz was seen as the head trainer, but I was the only one on the team. With a boxing resume, and I was the only trainer. This was okay with me because of my humility. After Deontay Wilder became a name in boxing, new members joined the team, and it got to the point where I didn't even have my fighter's phone number. I haven't spoken to Deontay Wilder alone in years. The things that I told Deontay to do had to be run past Jay. Deontay had become untrainable because he was at the point of he knows more about boxing than all of us. So teaching a correct jab was not a priority to learn once he continued on his knockout streak. So a coach can only teach someone if they're willing to learn. Lastly, at the fight, just as many others, we had no cut man because Deontay Wilder won't need it. So I'm not a doctor, but I know blood coming out of your ears and dazed eyes could be a brain issue, and power comes from your legs, and his legs were gone. So I made a decision to stop the fight, and I'll do it again. I have a son Deontay's age, and I'm not looking to see him go out on his shield. Now, those were the words of Mark Breland, and I gotta say, guys, I don't understand. Let me say this: I'm a fitness trainer, and a lot of times you'll have clients that think they know more than you, even though they come to you about fitness. They act like they know more than you. So I can understand where he's coming from as a boxing trainer, even though I'm a fitness trainer. So I can see that. That's really understandable to me in my eyes. And all you got to do is look at Deontay Wilder's fights. You can see there's lack of certain fundamentals. I went to Deontay Wilder fights. I supported Deontay Wilder, but I've always said Deontay Wilder was an anomaly. He had that killer right hand, but he's lacking basic fundamentals. You can just go back and watch some of his fights. You can go back and watch some of his fights with King Kong Ortiz. He's not really using his jab. He's kind of pawing at it. He's not throwing combinations. He can't fight on his back foot. Those are just basic fundamentals that he's lacking, and it's obvious. So I don't understand why people find this so unbelievable what Mark Breland is saying when you can just go back and watch some of his fights. Now, Mark Breland spiking his water, that's far-fetched. You can't prove that. You can say that, but how can you really prove that? And why would Mark Breland want to spike Deontay Wilder's water? He's been working with the guy for 12 years. All of a sudden, he wants to spike his water, and then he's watching Deontay Wilder being pummeled in the ring, and he's in on it with Tyson Fury. He has egg weights in his glove. Why would he stop the fight? Why wouldn't he just let Tyson Fury destroy Wilder? That really doesn't make any sense to me. And I understand people are passionate about Deontay Wilder. He represents more than boxing to a lot of people, so they're going to ride with him. And that's understandable. But, you can't be so engulfed in what Wilder stands for outside of the ring that you can't, make a decision, a logical based decision. It's just, it's outrageous to me, but, to each his own. But I just want to share with you guys what Mark Breland had to say about the situation, and from my point of view is very understandable. Now, whether the stuff with Tyson Fury is true or not, I don't know. It could be, it may not be. We just don't know. There's never been an investigation, so you can't really say. It's just Wilder's word against Tyson Fury's word. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section about what Mark Breland had to say. Do you believe anything he's saying? Do you believe Deontay Wilder? Let me know in the comment section, guys. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.